Hi, this is just going to be a short video to show you how to add and edit and change some different settings on news items on your website. So first things first is going to the content management system itself, cms.nids.noaa.gov. Log in with your LDAP or email username and password. I'm going to go ahead and log in here now. So the first things first, you want to go and check out under Site Configuration, go to Edit, Update, Site Information, and if you scroll all the way to the bottom of that page, there are two different settings here that are a little bit vague right now. We're going to try to work with IDG to get these fleshed out description-wise here, but the first one here is Headline Count, and this will actually define how many headlines or links will be displayed on top of your main page, your main WFO page. So a few different options. If you go with just one headline, it will display the title of the headline along with a brief summary, assuming you've supplied one. If not, there won't be one, along with a link off to the story that you've created, and I'll get to that, or just a link to another web page. And that works pretty similar to the way our CMS works now. They can either be links or they can be actual stories or pages you've written. The other options here are just 2 through 4, so you can display 2, 3, or 4 headlines, and those would be without summaries. They would just be the link title along with a link to either the story you've created or a link to another website. So right now I've got the SRH site set up to display 3 links without a summary, and to see changes you're making on the content management system before they're live, you simply go to w2.weather.gov/site ID, and in this case, since I'm at Southern Region Headquarters, the site ID is SRH. So you can see here there are 3 links. The first here is a full story that I've written or copied and pasted in there. So if you click on that, it takes you to a page basically in the CMS that is a news story. There's the title, I put an image in there, and then just a bunch of test text to illustrate what's going on. The other 2 links are simply links off to other places. So this one takes you to Google, this one takes you to Bing. So again, that works pretty similar to the way our headlines work right now. So that's the only real configuration that's available for the headlines on your front page. The second option here, local news forecast, there's only 2 options. It's either yes or no. If it's set to yes, it will display your headlines, your local headlines, on the point and click forecast page for any points within your county warning area. And if it's set to no, it'll continue to just display the national headlines. So on to actually creating and editing content. First, I'm going to go into under content, go to add content. And when you go to add content, you can add any type of content, web page, a news article, or a news link. The latter 2 are what we're talking about here. So I displayed earlier on this page, this top one is a news story, and these last 2 are news links that just go to another web page. So first we're going to do a news article, and again it works pretty much the same way as the current CMS. The page name is what's actually going to show up in the URL. So I'll just type, just for grins, in the URL will be the URL that shows up, and I'll show you that once we get there. And this will be the title tag, so this is the title tag, and then a meta tag description. You should be a little bit more verbose with this to allow for Google to find these kind of things, but I'm just going to copy and paste these in here for demonstration purposes. And then here's where you can do the content summary, which is basically the text that will show below the one headline if you select the one headline option. So this will show up for the one headline setting. And then down here you can write a whole page and or a story, blah blah blah. And you can, just like any other CMS page, you can add images, you can edit the source, you can do any number of things, same stuff you can do when creating a regular page. So you can do all this, you could click save, but nothing would happen until you actually publish the article. So we're going to go ahead and publish this thing. Click publish, and then these 2 options will be selectable. You can do, this is the begin time, so when you click the box to enter the date for the begin time, it'll automatically set everything to the current time So that's good. So I'm just going to go ahead and click set, because when I save this I want it to go ahead and be live. Of course you can set that for a future date if you'd like to go ahead and get some things set up for times when you're not around to be adding and editing them. This is the expiration time, so just for our purposes I'm just going to bump the year up so it stays on the page. Go ahead and click save there. And you also have the option to edit these dates manually instead of using that little GUI, but that I'd avoid that generally just to avoid errors. So now I've got that all set up, go ahead and click save, and we'll go over to the demo page here and click refresh. And again, it might be a little bit slow here, so just bear with me. There it goes. And sometimes there is some caching you have to deal with here. And alright, sometimes it takes a little while, so I'm just gonna press on here and skip that, but trust me, it does work. I just did one. So that's basically how you create a news article. Similarly, we're going to go back to the list of pages and create a new news link, and it goes ahead and checks that little radio button. You can change those while you're here as well, but that goes ahead and selects it for you there. So let's do another link. We're just going to link off to somewhere else here. So this is again what goes in the URL, the link text. So this is another linky. Once you find the URL you want to go to, just enter it right here. We're going to go to weather.gov, and you do have to specify this link protocol or it won't work. So go ahead and click that drop down menu, click http:// because nothing else is required for no.gov. So go ahead and specify that. The content summary, you can put some text here to describe the link. And again, we're going to go ahead and publish it. Set a begin time for now and an end time for, say, tomorrow at the same time. Click save, and we'll see if the cache is shaken loose over here or not. Give it a refresh. And the cache is being a little bit sticky today. So again, you'll have to trust me that those do work. I decided those other three before I started recording. So that's basically how you add and change the expiration times for those articles. I'm going to go in one time here to the site config and show you the other option when there is just one headline showing. Go ahead and update that. Come back here and hit refresh. And so this, okay, the cache actually shook loose here, so this is the most recent one I added. So this is just a link, that link article that I added. So this is another linky. You can put some text here to describe the link, and then this read more will actually take you to the link, which in this case was weather.gov. To go back and manage any articles that you've got, you just go to Content, Edit Content, and you can go through and actually find the news articles yourself because the page type is listed. So there's news article, there's news article. But if you don't feel like trying to weed your way through there, you can actually change up here in the search page type to news articles, then hit search, and it will just show you your news articles. Then you can delete them, you can archive them, or you can go in and actually edit them, so you can change the start and end time or any other options associated with the news article or link. And that's it.